tonight, the final race of these brilliant championships. And you can see Marnie Lancico there, who's going off second, taking the baton from Asher Phillip. I'm sure there's going to be a light show and some suitably exciting entrances to come. So let's hand you over to Steve Cram for those.
Yes, a light show to come in a second. The entrances have already happened. Everybody's out on the track already, just waiting for the showbiz stuff to get going. But really, for Asher Phillip and the British quartet here, this is there's a lot at stake here, not just this gold medal. If Great Britain win this race, we finish top of the medal table ahead of Germany. We've both got 6 gold medals at the moment. Germany have 1 more silver, so by dint of that, they are top of the medal table. Their men didn't manage to get the baton round, and it will be Germany who we would think will be the only team, I'm going to say only team, you never know in relays, do you? The team that will certainly be closest to Great Britain here. We are expecting this quartet to be good enough to win, particularly with Dina Asher-Smith on the final leg. And I think the matchups look very interesting. This is not the German team that won a medal at the World Championships. Pinto's not here, hasn't been able to run. She would normally be their lead-off athlete. So Burkhardt has been given that job, and they've changed their team around from qualifying. Lisa Myers in Luckenkemper, the individual champion, will not be racing against Dina Asher-Smith because she's going to be on the top end. And Rebecca Haase, who in the day was a good final leg runner, but I just don't think Haase's got enough pace to be the one to bring it home for Germany. Dina Asher-Smith could be chasing her. Germany might be in the lead, who knows? All that to come. So Ashley Nelson, and what we should say is this: the first 3 are the 3 that handed to Daryl Neiter in the heats at the World Championships, where we ran the season's best run under 42 seconds. So with Dina in there instead of Daryl, those 3 know what they're doing, or they should do. So for the final time, the final track event of these European Championships in what is still a stunning stadium, and when it's as full as this, it's a cauldron of noise. And for Germany, they've had a fabulous European Championships, much better than I think they could have expected, given how poor they were at the World Championships. And that's been good for this edition of the Championships. You want the home crowd to have lots to cheer. They'll have one last go to try and raise the game for their team in the 4x100 women's relay. So on this outside, it will be Poland to go first. Swoboda, who's normally such a good starter. Kiel Basinska, the 400-meter runner, is going to go down the back straight for them. Swoboda's going to try and bring it home. There she is. The Italian men not making it through, the Olympic champions. The women are, though. Bongiorni, Pavesi. We've got Kadari on the second leg. Dossio will lead them off. Plenty of experience in there. And we saw Poland really step up in the men's race and pick up a surprise medal. It could be Spain here. I think this is a very well-drilled quartet. Molina Prados, Bestue, Sevilla, and Perez on the last leg. You won't know any of those names, really, but they show what you can do in or with 4 that can run together really well. Get that baton moving. Gnafua will lead off France. Then we've got Joseph, Parisot, and Lecomte. So here is the British quartet. Asher Phillip only cleared to run after having caught COVID when she got here, had to be in isolation. Marnie Lancico in her usual place down the back straight. Ashley Nelson ran this leg in the heats of the World Championships. Dina Asher-Smith obviously pulled up in the final on that occasion, but listen to the roar here. Burkhardt will lead off. Lisa Meyer, the gold medalist in the individual 100, the smiling Luckenkemper, and Rebecca Haase. Luckenkemper and Haase are 2 of the stalwarts of German sprinting, have been for such a long time. Then we have Belgium, Mehuis and Kanza, Vinke and Rosius. And the Dutch have the Sedney sisters. Sido will lead them off. Then we've got Zoe, the youngster, on leg 2. Jamil Samuel, great experience around the top bend, and Naomi Sedney on the last leg for them.
Beherrschung, the 4x100 meters relay women. Die letzte Entscheidung.
Colin's just pointing out to me the gold medalist in the 100 hurdles is the lead-off runner for Poland, Skrzyżowska. So she's already got one of those. So Poland in lane 8, Italy in lane 7, Spain in lane 6, France in lane 5, Great Britain right in the middle in lane 4. Germany will have a good look at the British quartet there in lane 3. Belgium are in 2. Netherlands in lane 1. The final track event. Gold at stake for the British women's quartet. Top of the table if they get it.
Set.
Great start from Asher Philipp. Burkhardt got absolutely left in the blocks for Germany. So Asher Philipp, as ever, running a good bend, but Burkhardt has certainly made up some ground. France are right in this. Poland as well on the outside, a stretch. Oh, no, 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 no. It's all gone wrong for France and for Great Britain. Such an experienced team. As they head round the top bend, it's going to be Germany contesting this now with Poland on the outside. Svoboda will run the last leg. Here's Gina Luckenkemper to Rebecca Hazer. Hazer still got it in her legs. Svoboda will be chasing. But Germany are heading for the goal. This place is going absolutely crazy. Hazer gets the goal for Germany. The time 42:34. Not particularly quick, but the pressure told Poland, like the men, picking up a medal in lane 8 as the Polish men were as well. But Germany, what a finish to the championships for the home team. Poor Asher Philipp and Imani Lansico, they've done this time and time and time again where they've just made smooth changeovers. Ash was maybe just... I don't know, Colin, we'll have a look at it, see what happened there, whether Imani went out quick and Ash was just running out of legs as she came into her. But I can hardly hear myself here. Germany with the gold medal. Italy have done brilliantly there to get amongst it. Well, we say this all the time, you know, we've just not got used to this happening with Great Britain, though. We've got so good at, you know, being a well-drilled quartet, men and women, Colin, and not dropping the baton.
Yeah, we have been. And, you know, the noise in the stadium is just incredible. And that was one of the things that I was mentioning, if you remember. Because sometimes you cannot quite hear when the outcome runner shouts hand for the hand to go back. So let's have a look now. Asher gets out the blocks extremely well. We know what she's capable of. She's done this time and time again. So she's blasted out this blocks really well. But if you watch on the line, there is a check mark on there. And she hits that check mark, and I think Imani goes off as is, as normal in that sense. But you can see, I think she's screaming hand already, and Imani may not be able to hear her. So she just a little bit stretched there, and that was it. Nothing is to be done. Oh, they'll be absolutely devastated with that, devastated, because I think Great Britain could have got this gold medal.
Colin, is this just slips? She had it in her hand.
She definitely had that clearly in her hand. She didn't quite close it in the grip. Remember, sometimes it's just a little soft place in the hand, and you may not feel it's fully in your hand, because remember, you're going away from that. So you want to feel that baton's in your hand securely before you absolutely clamp down on it. And I think that's all that has happened, because, as you mentioned, Imani and Ash have done this time and time again. They'll be really furious.
Well, I've no idea why status quo is so popular in Germany, but they obviously are, because that's what they play when they win. Germany, with the final gold medal, it will mean they will top the medal table, 42-34. New national record for that young Polish team. Brilliant from them. Italy sneaking through to take the bronze. Sadly, the women couldn't emulate what the men did, but they were watching on from the stands.
They were indeed. I know you guys will be